YouTube. This is Fat Bottom Girl VSG, aka Jen, and this is a very special video. I'm here with my twin sister Jessica.
Hello.
And she had VSG surgery done on May 1st, 2013. And I thought it would be fun to do a Q&A video with her. See what her perspective is now that she is, how many months is that?
9.
9 months out from her VSG surgery. So I checked my Facebook and I asked you all some questions, to give me some questions to ask her. And so I'm sorry, but I have my phone here. And we'll just dive right in, shall we?
Okay.
Wait, first let's say your stats. So what you started at, where your current weight is.
Okay. I started at 247 on May 1st, and I'm 5'3", 5'4", and I'm
5'3" or 5'4"?
I'm closer to 5'3" than 5'4", but it looks like 5'4".
Okay.
I like to say 5'4".
Okay.
So
Not really honest.
5'4"-ish,
I like to say.
and I'm 170 right now.
170 even.
Yeah.
So how many pounds is that total?
So that's like, how many? Is that 70 something? 78?
We're not good at math.
I'm not good.
We didn't get
What's
good grades
you
in
have the
math.
calculator right
No,
there?
I don't. Okay, so that's an amazing progress in 9 months. So that's super fantastic. Fantastic. My mouth doesn't work. Okay, let's start with the first question.
Yeah.
And that is from VSG Christopher. Thank you so much for always asking questions, because without you, I don't think we would have gotten the ball rolling here. So he asks, and I'm not sure if he knew that you already had VSG surgery, but his question is, question for the sister: how do you feel knowing you're going to have to compete to look sexy like your sister? Also, how are you going to manage dealing with all the attention she'll be getting?
Jennifer's always gotten attention, so
That's true.
like a lifelong
I will say,
issue.
about 4 or 5 years ago now, I lost, about 80 pounds. And I wouldn't say on my own, because I used appetite suppressants, and I gained it right back, within a year. So during that time, I did get a lot of attention, and I imagine that was not very difficult. I imagine that was not very easy for her to deal with.
It's alright. I mean, you still look hot. You gotta own it, no matter what you look like,
That's true.
But anyway, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
Okay. Great answer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Amber, I think it's Herms VHG. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Herms.
Is that 2 R's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Herms?
Herbs.
Yeah. She says, do you think the influence / competitiveness between your sis will be positive? Also, do you feel family and friends will be judging your progress based on your sisters? I think that's to me.
Yeah.
I think it'll be positive just because she's been there, and so she knows what it's like. So I think it will be positive. I don't think there's going to be any jealousy, because she's a skinny bitch now. And
It'll be good. Plus, I have all of her old clothes.
it's true. She ransacked my closet for all of my smaller clothes, and I felt so terrible about it. But that's part
I
of...
still ransack her closet.
She
Every
really
time I'm
does.
over here, I go through her closet.
She got
I
a
found
pair-
something right now.
She got a pair of slacks. I already said there's no smaller...
She said there's
than-
nothing, and I found something. I was like, yes, I found this pair of slacks.
Like, damn it, you're taking everything. Okay, but that's part of another question, so we'll get into that later. Angeline RNY says, for you, were you angry, jealous, resentful when your sister started to see results after her surgery? And Angeline said that she had a cousin that had the surgery and she was feeling the same way. And I will say absolutely yes. I was a jealous, bitter bitch.
I'm glad she's admitting it now.
Yeah. It took me a long time to even say, wow, you look great.
Nothing.
I didn't say
Nothing
anything
about
to
it.
her. And here's why.
Oh, here you are today. Hi.
Yeah,
You don't look different.
Exactly. And I feel so terrible about it because
Oh, we should.
I should feel bad. I was planning a wedding over the summer. I got married. And she did this, 2 months before the wedding. And I was, of course, Bridezilla, it's all about me. Why would you do this for yourself so close to my wedding? But, I was terrible. I felt horrible. Even several months after, seeing her was really difficult because she was starting to look like my slimmer self. And, we don't look so much alike now, but if I were to show a picture of what I used to look like back when I was smaller.
Show it on the screen. Boom, here it is.
Maybe we'll put a picture in there.
Ding. Ding.
It does.
Don't forget what it looks like.
It does look like me. Like, it looks just like me. And so even on Facebook, if I post a picture, it'll say, do you want to tag Jessica? Because I look so much now how she looked before she lost weight. And it was very difficult to deal with. It's kind of like a eye-opener of like how much I have changed just in the past 5 years. And so that's been pretty hard. So that's a really great question. Billy's VSG journey says, do you expect that your journey will be the same as your twin's journey? What have you learned from your twin about what to do, what not to do that you may not have gotten from your surgeon's office? Well, I'm still pre-op, as you all know, I think. So I'm not having my surgery until probably the end of March. I don't have my surgery date yet. But probably a lot of advice from her. She lived with me during that time, and just seeing her every day, what to do, what not to do, what her stomach could handle, kind of makes me a little more cautious about, what to do. Whether or not I think it'll be the same as hers, I don't want to say yes, because I think everybody's different in how they lose, but I'm hoping it will be similar because she's had such great results. Dream Sleeper WLS says, foods that you must have. And I'm guessing that's for you.
Foods that I must have is tuna salad. Like, that's must have during the week. I eat tuna salad probably 3 or 4 times a week at least. Protein shakes. I'm kind of gotten off of the protein shakes just because it's a lot to have like those sweet protein shakes all the time. It's just too much sweet all the time. So I like to have meat for my protein and beans. But I normally just have tuna salad. Like, if I'm taking my lunch for the week, I'll pack tuna salad over some lettuce or some spinach, and I'll have put some feta cheese on it and call it a day. And I'll just have half of that for lunch and half for an afternoon snack. I do some protein bars as long as the protein is high compared to how big the bar is. I like to get the smaller bars because those can feel kind of dense in your stomach. Juices, little tiny kids juices, any of those V-fruit fusion things, I like to get those, or the 100% juicy juice. You'll notice that you always want to have a drink in your hand, so I like to get the small little 8-ounce things of water, and any of the kids juices I'm a really big fan of. The little juice boxes, I could drink those all week long, and that's it. I like to do some bananas with peanut butter when I'm at work, just because it's convenient. Stuff like that.
Good tips.
Turkey jerky. Boiled egg every now and then. Some cheese.
Good tips, Jess. Kay Sieben? Sieben?
Sieben.
Not Sibian. Perv. What advice has your twin got for you coming into this journey / adventure? What advice have you got for my sister?
I guess what advice is, you really don't know how much food you can eat until after you go through this. The main things are stay hydrated and take your vitamins. If you do that, then you'll be pretty good. Otherwise, you're going to feel like crap if you don't eat your vitamins. If you don't get into a habit of doing it before surgery, it's hard to do because you have your vitamins like in the beginning when you can't really have much to begin with. You're just getting off your liquids. Maybe you're getting into soft foods or something. You start out with vitamins and the vitamins make you sick. So then you're like, oh, I don't need these today. I'll skip them. And then you skip a couple weeks and you're like, oh God, I feel like hell. I should have really stayed on the vitamins. So the vitamins are really a big thing. Also, what you might not know is a lot of people that drink tea, sweet tea, or just like regular unsweetened tea messes with your iron absorption, which I had no idea going into surgery that, and I drink a lot of tea. So I noticed that I will have like, I bruise easily or something like that. I had more bruises than usual, and that's...
Bruises from what?
From the iron depletion that I don't have iron, you know? So if you're walking along and you just like accidentally run into a door or something like that, I'm going to have a big bruise from it. Normally I wouldn't, but anyway, just think about sweet tea. It's not something that you would know unless, you know it, but anyway. And, water is a big thing. Like, it's hard to get your water. It's hard to drink. Especially if you are like a big coffee drinker. You're going to be dehydrated before you even start your day. So I would say always drink water.
It's great advice. Well, I think that's all of the questions that we have. And we'll put some pictures in of Jessica before and after, because I think she's looking amazing, and she only has how many more pounds until 100 pounds lost?
Like 23 more pounds.
It's 23 more pounds, which is fantastic.
So here's my before picture. Boom. It's right here.
If you keep doing that, we're going to run out of pictures. She lost a lot of weight.
That's the one.
I know.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys maybe next week for another video.